So welcome back to UP and newcomers welcome. So hope you are going to have wonderful experience learning physics. किसका physics favorite subject? Physics किसका favorite? नहीं है ना? ये science में नहीं आ रहा ना? 11 में science नहीं लगा.
Chemistry.
Physics का option ही नहीं है अगर science लोगे तो physics ले लो ना सब लोग?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
मैंने क्या बोला था अगर तुम ऐसा बोलोगे तो फिर गड़बड़ है. Okay. चलो. Let's get started. So those students who have joined us this year, my name is
UDAYS.
So it's US and UP.
United States,
Not United States.
only the states, they are not united.
Not United States. Give me some other expansion. Why US is always the United States?
They are not united.
Huh?
It's only the states.
Yeah, it's only the states, right? It's only the states. They don't call it United States. Why?
There is no unity.
Where is unity? You will learn in chemistry that even the state of two electrons is not same, so there is no unity anywhere. Everything is discrete.
Yes.
You may look very good friends, but behind the boundaries, it is something.
Yes.
So look your friends with suspicion. Okay, let's start with force. What is force? Let's start from there. So chapter 1 is force, and what we'll study today, today's topic. So we'll define what is force. Then we'll learn what are effects of force. Okay guys, pay attention. We'll see effects of force. Can I call you all guys or boys? What guys? Huh? Guys is okay. Guys covers everybody. Guys. Then effects of force. Then we'll see moment of force.
Sir,
Yes.
Types of.
Well, give me a minute. If anything is left, we'll go. Then you have moment of couple. Next is equilibrium of bodies. Okay, and we have principle of moments. Let's see how much we are able to cover today. So we learned force in 9th standard.
Yes.
So we will define what is force.
Force is an external pressure.
Then force is a pressure. Okay. Don't use pressure.
Means you need to give
Next.
a force.
Energy is different physical quantity. We are talking about force.
Force is a
Force
property
is
to
a-
change the state of the motion of a body or change the
That is effect of force. Just force. So it is a
Mass into acceleration.
it is any push or pull applied on a body. That's force. So simple. So we keep simple, right? Keep things simple. So any external First force, it has to be external. Any external push or pull exerted on a body. Okay, this is a simple definition of force. How is it measured? Huh? Newton. You said Newton? Yes. You didn't say Newton.
No.
Then it is correct. So force is measured in. So its unit is when I say what is it measured in, it means I am asking for unit. Its unit is Newton.
Or dyne.
Milton.
Dyne in CGS. So we'll talk about SI units and sometimes KGF. This is in Newton and KGF are different system of units. Newton in SI units. This is in gravitational. Gravitational units. So the difference should be clear. Okay. Then what else? So let's discuss the effect of force. Effects of force. So first, let's understand the effect of force on a free body. So I have a free body here. Let us say a block of wood. So if I apply force in this direction, what will happen? It will move forward, right? So let us say it starts moving from here till here. Okay. So it undergoes some displacement in the forward direction. Okay. So what is the effect of motion? When a force is applied on a body, free body, it will undergo linear motion. Okay. So first effect is causes linear motion in the body in its direction. So where the body moves in the direction of force. That is the first effect. Okay. What if the body is fixed? Yes. Pivoted or fixed at a point. The body is pivoted or fixed at a point. So, for example, if you have some body like this, and it is fixed over here. Again, so it is pierced, let us say. And now you are applying force in this direction, let us say.
Anti-clockwise.
Right? Yes. So, what direction it will go? So, it will go in this direction.
So this direction, in my view, is anti-clockwise. This is clockwise, right? Clockwise is this.
No, he said the same thing what you said. He also said, in my view, this is anti-clockwise and this is clockwise. Correct? Why you had to say it, I don't know. Because you didn't say anything different. So everybody understands what is clockwise and what is anti-clockwise? If the rotation, let's say your clock is not mounted on a wall, it is sleeping. then you will see the motion of the clock as this is clockwise. Okay, if it is opposite, anti-clockwise. Right? So, what is the second motion? Causes, so this kind of motion is called rotational motion. Right? Causes rotational motion. Around if body is pivoted or fixed.
It causes rotational motion around the pivoted core.
Yes. Okay. So rotational motion is always around the fixed point or the axis of the point. Okay. So any example? This is called axis of rotation. This itself is pivot also. So pivot is like merry-go-round wheel, okay? So it is like it's hanging on a pivot. Then everybody revolves around it, rotates around it. What's the difference in rotation and revolve? Revolve is
Revolve
like
is around an object,
Earth around sun.
and rotation and object revolving on its axis.
So Earth rotates as well as revolves.
Revolves around an orbit, rotates on its axis.
Correct. So revolves around sun and rotates about its axis. Okay. So this difference was, so causes rotational motion if the body is pivoted or fixed at a point. Right? What else force can do? Change the shape of the object. If it is a soft object, so may change the shape of object. If
Position.
not a rigid body.
Shapes, size.
Shape, size, anything.
Shape.
Okay. So all of it. This is state of motion. Initially, the body is at rest.
Even if a body is a rigid body, it might still change the shape of the object.
If the body is
Rigid.
no, then you can't change the shape. That is the meaning of. This is the definition that those bodies are rigid whose shape cannot be changed.
So for example, if I take a wooden ball and put
But
it
that is the ideal concept. In reality, nobody is.
Yeah, and if I have a wooden ball and keep it on the floor and I exert a pressure on it, but the size and the shape doesn't change, only the position and the direction changes.
Like a cricket ball, when you hit it with a bat.
Yeah, so
Generally, if the ball is new, its shape size doesn't change.
yeah,
It's a rigid, so you can call it a rigid ball.
it's a sphere is a rigid ball.
If its shape is not changing, then yes. Are we rigid body? Are we rigid body? No. Muscle, flesh, it is not a rigid body. But bones are. You can, but the roller has to be. Yeah, you can fracture, but it is broken, na? The shape. Okay, yeah, you can. If you overpower the
too hard and then this bone breaks.
I mean, even if you fall, I mean, it is as simple as just fall on a wrong position, 2 months break. Plaster. But generally, bone strength is weaker. Like, I mean, if somebody is pulling you, it's very rare that it will detach. Pull them back. Okay. May change the shape of shape, size, anything, huh? You understand? Okay. What else it can do?
Position.
Direction.
State of matter.
Acceleration. You can change the speed. You can change the direction. Yes. So everything is covered in state of motion. So state of motion is like everything. Okay, all of it. So basically, causes acceleration. Acceleration. What is acceleration? Everybody knows.
Yes.
What is it? Or retardation.
The rate of change of
When the body accelerates and when the body retards.
Sir, when the body starts from like
When the body is moving with increase constant.
One at a time. Let us finish. Yeah.
change in velocity. actually.
Yeah. Very good. Very safe answer. Change in velocity
the
is.
rate of change of
Acceleration.
velocity.
So when is it acceleration? When the
When
exact definition. She gave a safe definition, correct, but you gave a very accurate definition. So when do we call acceleration? When the velocity increases. When do we call retardation? When the velocity decreases. So in terms of force, when will it cause acceleration?
That's applied in direction of the
When the
body.
force
Yes.
is.
When the force is applied in the same direction as the body is moving, then it will accelerate. When the force is applied in the opposite direction of motion, then it will retard. Okay, good. So everybody understands this. One more thing force can do, it can change the direction of motion,
Yes.
right? Direction of motion also.
State of matter.
State of motion is everything. We are like filtering it. Okay. So let us say body is going in straight line. So if wind blows, so that will cause the direction to be changed.
Sir, it can also change the state of matter, right?
State of matter. How?
Sir, no, for example, if I will take an ice ball and take a
Ice की ice.
ice. No, sir, then this and then if I will
Okay,
take
let's restrict hypothetical questions.
No, sir, it's not
Due to
hypothetical.
interest of
So
time.
what do you have?
And take a 1000-degree knife.
Displacement.
Sir, arrow.
One second. Let me write it, then you ask. Change of direction. Yes. What was your question?
Sir,
He was asking. Okay, you complete it. What is your question? Ice
so
ball.
for example, if I will take an ice ball and take a 1000-degree Celsius hammer and just make
1000 degrees Celsius hammer.
Excuse us,
Okay. You mean a hot hammer, very hot hammer. Huh?
Yeah, then I will just push it using that. Then the ice will melt. So it will. So it is also exerting the pressure, and it is also.
Where is the matter change?
Yeah, it will change into water.
Matter has not changed. State has changed. State, solid to liquid.
But that's still dependent upon the.
But where is hydrogen and oil? It is still there.
But that's still depending upon the.
See, your question was, will it change the state of matter? No. Sorry, matter. Will it change the matter?
That
No.
is wrong.
It changes the state of matter. Composition does not
The
change.
force is not.
Sir, compressed action.
Hypothetically,
But उसकी वजह से the hydrogen and oxygen of which the ice is made of, it remains still there. But only the bond is broken. So now it is not ice, it is liquid. Composition to वही है. Okay, so hope you understand.
hypothetically, if you push your body over the speed of light, then you can also change the mass of your body.
Yes, because that is called relativistic mass.
Because if I push your body into some.
So relativistic mass is, what is it? Rest mass, what is it? 1 minus a square by c square, right? ये पढ़ा था last year. So if the speed of the body reaches the speed of
Light.
light, then what happens?
Mass control.
This will be 1 minus 1, 0. Denominator becomes 0. The mass becomes infinite. So as v approaches c, this becomes a very, very small number. That means this goes on increasing. तो इतनी आगे की चीजें क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं?
It's not possible in real life.
Is this possible?
There's a reverse
In atomic world.
that's obfuscated.
Real life means which life? Our life. But we are also composed of atoms. atoms have electrons. So when you study the atomic physics and nuclear physics, this is applicable. Because electrons travel almost very close to the speed
It is
of light.
almost a reversible wormhole as created, so you can do this.
Say that again.
Reversible wormhole. So you can do this. It's possible.
Reversible
Wormhole.
wormhole. What's that? Black hole?
No,
Wormhole?
no, wormhole.
It was on
Okay, let's not digress. Stay focused, है ना? Because we have limited time. It's a 1 hour class. तो ऐसे ही करना होगा. All curiosity-based questions aside, please.
Yes.
Stay focused. So this is the next topic is moment of force. Don't write this expression. You may come across in your book, but ignore it. Moment of force. Now, what is moment of force? Let's define it first. So, moment of force is given as, so it's basically turning effect caused by the force. What is moment of force? Turning effect.
Turning effect by the force.
Yes, turning effect of force. Or it is also called as torque. What is it called? Torque. So all three are synonymous. So generally we find that force causes linear motion. Wherever it is applied, the object moves in the direction of force. But if the object is fixed at a point, now if I apply force, it will rotate around the fixed axis. So this is the turning effect. Now when is turning an object easy? When we apply the force away from the axis or close to axis?
Away from the axis.
Then the effort is less. Got it? So the turning effect of force depend on at what perpendicular distance the force is applied. So the definition is, so the symbol for moment of force is tau.
Now,
T-A-U, tau. This is given as F into perpendicular distance of line of action of force from the axis of rotation. Right? So if you take this diagram, this is the line of action of force. And how far it is from the axis? So you take a perpendicular from the axis of rotation to the point where the force is applied. Okay? So this is the perpendicular distance. Let's say it is OK. So in this diagram, and force is applied in this way. Or in the given diagram it is OK. Okay, for this diagram. Should I draw the diagram again here?
No, sir, it should.
Hardly it takes any time. Just if you think that it is taking too much time, that's when it takes time. This formula, labeling OA. This is the perpendicular distance OA, and it will cause 90 hours. And this force is in this direction. So this is the line of action. Right? Now this is a turning effect. So depending upon the force applied, it could be clockwise or anti-clockwise motion. So for this case, what is the direction? Anti-clockwise. So this is a anti-clockwise moment of force, and its sign is taken as positive. It is a vector quantity, right? So it has a direction also. Apart from magnitude, what is the unit of moment of force? Force into distance, Newton meter. Okay. So when you calculate the moment of force, it will be some value in Newton meter, and then you have to say clockwise or anti-clockwise. You have to specify both magnitude as well as direction. And if the moment was clockwise, then it will be negative. So why positive for anti-clockwise and why negative for clockwise? Any idea?
So it's not like perfect, but like anti-clockwise from upwards and clockwise.
I had explained last year. Okay. So let us say this is your some tabletop, right? Tabletop, right? Okay. So on a tabletop, right? At this edge, one edge corner of the tabletop, this is upward and downward, like this. This is the tabletop, and you have an upward direction and downward direction, right? Now, if you have a screw and you are rotating it clockwise, will the screw go into the table? Will it go into the table? No. If you have you opened or closed a screw?
Yes.
So how does it work?
So yeah, it will go inside. Anti-clockwise comes outside.
Watch here.
Anti-clockwise it comes outside.
Look at the bottle cap. All screws will work in the same way throughout the world. Now, if I need to open the cap,
Anti-clockwise, yeah.
when I do anti-clockwise, where is the cap going? Up. This is positive z direction. Positive space direction. Up is positive. Okay. When I do it clockwise, where is it going?
But doesn't it depend on the threads of the screw?
So this is standard practice throughout the world.
But what if I change them and then I can do five
Yeah.
It is changed sometimes. Like if you have to like save it from kids, the direction is opposite. Now this pen is opened, right? Different way. The threads are opposite in this
So
case.
if I change the threads, if I change the standard thing, then
Listen,
threads.
there is a rule called screw rule. And that screw rule means this. For clockwise, it is negative. Throughout your science education. And anti-clockwise will always be positive. Whether it is angle or moment. Okay, na? So we are not going to change this. If you have to answer your question, yes, it is possible. If you reverse the thread, the reverse thing will happen. But that's not standard practice. That's an exception. And those exceptions are also used to break the monotony in saving situations. Okay? Like if somebody is used to opening things this way, so he'll break his head. He will open a wrong thing and he will end up tightening it, yes. Like to save things from thieves and all. Okay, you can do that. But in a regular way, this is the thread. Clockwise, negative, anti-clockwise, positive. And why positive, negative, I have just explained. Okay. So it's called the screw rule, and you will learn about it. When we deal with vector quantities, this law is anti. Always this rule. Okay. Next is, so any question on moment of force? What is moment of force? Turning effect. And to produce turn, we need two things. The force and the perpendicular distance, which is also called the moment arm. What is it called? The moment arm. So there are various examples from real life. So Bigger the moment arm, lesser the effort. Imagine. So where is the axis on one side? Where is the handle on the other side? Why we are not fixing the handle here? It will apply lot of force to produce the same turning effect. Here I am easily able to. But now to open the same door, what if the handle is right at the axis?
Zero, it will not open.
Because the perpendicular distance is zero. So moment of force becomes zero. So door will not open. Clear? So sometimes the question is, what are the factors on which moment of force depends?
Magnitude of force and perpendicular.
Okay? Boys are busy sometimes. Where are you busy, boys?
On physics.
Why? Where are you?
Somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have understood the moment of force, moment of couple is even easy. So let's understand some examples of moment of force. What are the examples? Opening of door. Very good. Example दिया, पेपर में लिखना है. सर ने example दिया था, वो लिख देना. पेपर में क्या लिखोगे? सर ने क्लास में example दिया था. मैडम बोलेगी कौन सा? ऐसे. कौन सा example दिया था?
If you have to manually turn on a door.
Opening of a bottle cap.
That's pivot and rotation.
That's not moment of force. That's moment of couple.
Yeah.
I'll explain that. Opening of
Manually-
a door.
Manually turning on.
When you can produce turning effect single-handedly, then it is moment of force. Huh? Wheel. How? कर सकते हो. That is like if you are driving with single hand. Only when you are driving with single hand, then it is moment of force. हाँ दोनों करेंगे तो couple है ना. So couple is a good practice. Couple driving with both hands is a good practice, advised. But there are some experienced drivers. अभी कहा तो बच्चा है. License. Opening of a door. Are you familiar with the wrench?
Yes.
Yeah.
Opening the nut of a cycle or anything, right? Opening or tightening of nut. तो wrench कैसा होता है?
Spanners.
Spanner, wrench. It's also called wrench.
It's an octagonal in the middle. And then there's the open, yeah. Hexagonal octagonal.
So nut is hexagonal. You can get nut कहाँ पे आएगा तुम्हारा?
Pull it out and do it now.
Yes, tool. So जितना बड़ा इसका handle होगा, it will be easy to operate. Open or
Effort,
Tight.
load and fulcrum.
that's in the next chapter. आगे मत जा पहले. हाँ? Yes, fan is also an example. Every rotational motion is not possible without moment of
Opening book.
force or couple.
If I do it like this, it has to do it.
So give good examples. Yeah, you're right. The page is turning only, but doesn't make much sense here.
Yeah.
Okay? So likewise, you'll find many other examples like operating wheel of the car.
Asphalt taken, asphalt.
Driving, rotation of
Windmill.
Windmill is
driving wheel.
No. Gas magnet.
if you do it on your own.
Rotation of driving wheel with a single
Isn't,
hand.
opening a door also kind of couple force because the thing.
Opening a door is
It's a couple forces.
ठीक है चलो. Let's not complicate. So this is example of both types. Let's now understand what is a couple. What is English meaning of couple?
Pair. Pair of forces.
Pair. So there are two forces acting. Okay? So moment of couple. पहले देखते हैं what is the couple. So what is a couple? It is a pair of forces. What kind of forces?
Same force.
Same forces.
Similar forces in the same line but opposite direction.
Two similar forces in
If
opposite.
the two forces are in the same direction, then no turning effect.
उसको linear motion.
No turning effect.
No turning effect.
No turn because
देखा
कार का व्हील पकड़ के दोनों को नीचे लेके आओ, व्हील घूमेगा क्या?
दोनों को ऊपर लेके
एक ऐसे करते हैं, दूसरा ऐसे करते हैं. Good. So couple is a pair of equal and opposite forces. Okay, very simple. Couple is a pair of equal and opposite forces. ठीक है? What is the moment of couple?
Sir, opening the cap of a bottle.
With two fingers.
Moment of couple. When we are opening the cap of a bottle, can you open it with
Yes.
one finger?
Yes.
हाँ sir, मेरी bottle में होता है.
You can open it with.
हाँ वो आपके bottle में एक उंगली से नहीं होता.
What did I say?
ये तेरा cap ही, ये तेरा cap.
That is a lid. What is it? You can open a lid. Lid is different. Question was? Huh?
बॉटल ही खराब है
Sir, ये
What
देखो.
you're doing is.
So
एक ही क्या
हो गया.
पर वो
Quite a good innovation, huh?
फोर्स ज्यादा लग रहा है पर
Sir, ये बात आपसे ही clear.
So what is happening is there are still two forces acting, action and reaction.
हाँ
अच्छा.
न्यूटन थर्ड लॉ
So there are still two forces. ठीक है? हाँ? What else?
पैसा गलत है फिजिकल फिजिक्स में गलत है
Sir, washroom जा
कुछ
रहा है.
गलत नहीं है, ठीक है.
देखो,
But anyway,
बड़ा-
so let us understand. Couple means you will have two equal and opposite forces. Even though you are applying one force, there will be a equal reactions on the other side, and that will form a couple. Okay?
Sir, मैं क्या washroom जा?
नहीं. ब्रेक में जाना. 5 मिनट का ब्रेक मिलेगा भी तुमको. हाँ?
Sir,
Last.
अच्छा, ये तो लंबा ब्रेक मिलेगा.
Sir, urgent है.
नहीं.
सर इसे क्लास में हटा अर्जेंट होता है.
नहीं सर,
तो
class में
ये
नहीं
लास्ट ईयर से
जाते हो.
जानता हूँ. अर्जेंट कुछ अर्जेंट.
सर उसको जाने दो, क्लास में ना जाए.
Attention. So moment of couple के लिए let's draw this diagram. So imagine you the same body, right? Any body. Now the force is applied at two different points. Equal force but opposite in direction.
बॉडी विल मूव रोटेट
Rotate. Now in this case pivot is not required.
हाँ
ठीक है ना? So now, but still imagine this is center of the point. Let's say this is A and B. Pay attention here. So this is F1 and F2, two forces. But when will it form couple? When F1 is equal to
F2.
and equal to F, say. Okay? So how will you calculate moment of couple?
F into distance between the both the.
Yeah, but we don't know.
So
We
what
only know moment of force.
EB distance होगा.
Say because F1, F2 है. We are saying let's say it is
The force has to be known.
assuming say. Okay. So therefore, moment of couple is. Moment of the couple is nothing but moment of this force plus moment of this force because both are causing the rotation in the same sense, right? So moment of couple is equal to moment due to moment of F1. F1 plus moment of F2. About
सर 1 मिनट लगेगा वो शुरू जाओ
yeah, let him go here. Next time you always sit towards aisle, okay?
से दूर होना पड़ेगा सर से थोड़ी देर मोमेंट
Okay. Moment of couple. So now tell me, what is moment of F1? So it is moment of F1 is F1 into AO, right? F1 into AO. What about moment of F2? F2 into OB, correct.
ये जो है ये एंटी क्लॉकवाइज मूव करेगा जब वो O में पाइवटेड होगा।
नहीं होगा तो भी the direction of force is like this, anti-clockwise ही होगा.
So, is that formula?
मेरा आगे
Sorry,
That formula?
this called tau.
क्योंकि टेबल के ऊपर जाना है
This is how you pronounce it, tau. It's a Greek letter for capital T. Capital T is written as tau.
Like that.
Yeah, curly. Tau. It's called tau. Special symbol. Tau. So what is our F1? F1 and F2 is F.
and the aunt is equal to our
So what is it now? क्या हो गया ये? AO plus OB. So this is equal to F into AB. Again, this is product of one of the forces of couple into the perpendicular distance between the forces. ठीक है? What is the moment of couple? This is a derivative. So product of somebody said this, but जिसने भी बोला हो, लेकिन वो कैसे आया? तुमने सीधे रिजल्ट बताया, but it is the net effect of moment due to individual forces. ठीक है ना? So what are we getting? So ये निकालते हैं.
क्या वॉशरूम में जाके बोलते बाहर निकलेगा
Sir, already so Bhaiya is saying that that person will take more 30 minutes because his or her
Stomach is hurry. He knew that something like cleaning is going on. Still I said, because I knew that he'll come back. But sitting here because I am saying would have been difficult for you. Now you're prepared that there's no scope. How are you feeling now?
Just feeling good.
So this is how body functions, right? Once you know there is no choice, then all the powers in the world come to your rescue. But you know, नहीं सर को दो बार बोलूँगा सर को छोड़ देंगे, तो मैं I will be able to do the job. So next time, listen to me. चलो यहाँ तक क्लियर हो गया? तो अब इसको डेफिनेशन लिख देते हैं. So what is moment of couple?
Moment of force.
So moment of couple
Is
equal to product of
and opposite forces.
one of the forces of couple. One of the forces of couple into perpendicular distance of separation. One of the forces of couple. एक ही force लिया ना? into perpendicular distance between the forces. ठीक है, ये हो गया तुम्हारा definition of moment of couple. So moment of couple is also equal to force into perpendicular distance. So this is also torque only. Rightly so, because it is turning effect. So obviously moment of couple also is nothing but F into A. तो इसलिए इसको भी टॉर्क ही लिखते हैं. Couple हो या single moment of force हो, it is torque only. So therefore it will also have direction. So it will have both magnitude and direction. Examples: steering wheel of the car.
Cycle. Opening of a cab. Cycle. Cycle.
So turbine, working on turbine.
Steering wheel.
Cycle को जब हम दौड़ रहे तो
Merry go round. हाँ? Cooler में.
cycle is pedals. Pedals, the pedals of cycle.
मेरे को लगा घर वाला cooler. वही है.
हाँ, पैडल में तुम हमेशा लाइक एक इधर करते हो तो इधर खींचते हो क्या? तो उसमें ठीक है, मतलब देखो so when you use both your hand ना, so handle yes, handle, okay, so yes, one you pull towards yourself, other you push, handle is okay.
उसमें लंबे
So okay, so there are paddles with a strap. Then yes, paddle होता है, फिर shoes रखा, फिर एक strap आता है paddle के आता है sports cycle so that your legs will not slip. कभी कभी तुम ताकत लगा रहे हो leg slip हो जाता है when you are on the slope one. So there is a paddle. That time you are able to apply force in opposite direction. That is ठीक है, so you can say driving the cycle or, but we'll keep it non-confusing or unambiguous examples. Yeah, very good. So that too.
working of a turbine. Depending if you do it
Of
के लिए तो
there are so many examples given in the book.
अरे वो आयरन मैन में घुमाता है.
ठीक है, चलो ये हो गया तुम्हारा.
Avengers.
So we have come a long way. How much more time?
10 minutes.
So I think I'll just introduce it. Details we'll see. The next one.
Sir, can we read the
Sir, is it done?
read the textbook?
Till then, घर जाके पढ़ना.
Sir, is it done?
ठीक है, read the examples. चलो चलो. नहीं, because
नॉर्मल में कवर भी नहीं होता.
the equilibrium of body. What is it? Are you too tired?
No.
No, right? Let me introduce equilibrium of bodies. 5 minutes I'll take to it. Sit down यार, अभी क्या तू इधर से तो बोलो तो आयल की तरफ बैठ.
इधर
तो आगे बैठ जा. मॉडल इसकी
मेरा equilibrium of bodies में पहुंचे.
ऐसे नहीं बोलता है.
down.
Now, equilibrium of bodies is a very, very important concept. So pay attention. First of all, what is equilibrium?
And there is no motion.
In life, what is equilibrium? Balance, stable.
Balance between studies and sports.
So when mind is cool, like when you are happy, relaxed, that is equilibrium state. Okay? But when you are agitated or depressed, that is a disturbed state. Okay? So a turbulent motion, that's not equilibrium. It's a chaotic. But if it is a body moving with if it is cruising, Cruising happens at a uniform velocity. Then it is an equilibrium state. Or a body at rest is also in equilibrium, stable, right? So in physics, what do we say? When under the influence of multiple forces, there is no change of state of the motion, then the body is said to be
वैसे तो बहुत सारी bodies equilibrium में रहती हैं, equilibrium.
कौन से फोर्स एक्ट कर रहे हैं इसमें? तो नेट फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन द बॉडी इज, इसलिए इसके मोशन के स्टेट में कोई चेंज नहीं होगा. तो वही बोल रहे हैं. Weight is because of gravity. Weight is because of gravitational force. Weight किस पे लग रहा है? Weight किसका है? बॉटल का. किस पे लग रहा है? टेबल पे लग रहा है. वेट लग रहा है टेबल पे. रिएक्शन किस पे लग रहा है? रिएक्शन किस पे लग रहा है? बॉटल पे. दोनों अलग अलग बॉडीज है, ठीक है ना? So what is equilibrium of bodies? Let us quickly understand. First I'll define and we'll stop. Body is
ये हाथ धोया है.
अरे चुपचाप. Body is said to be in equilibrium. If its state or of rest does not change when it is under the influence of several forces.
ये एक definition है.
जी हाँ, definition बोलो या what is equilibrium of bodies, उसका description बोलो, कुछ भी बोल सकते. So ये एक situation है. When we say that body is in equilibrium, if its state of motion or of rest does not change when it is under the influence of several forces. एक से ज्यादा forces. तो जैसे कि there are two types of equilibrium. क्या है?
Dynamic and static.
Yes. ये स्कूल में पढ़ा दिया चैप्टर?
Start किया है, very bad है.
अच्छा. ठीक है. डायनामिक.
ये तो सिखाया भी नहीं है.
So dynamic से पहले static and चलो बताओ static क्या है और dynamic क्या है? When we say that the body is in static equilibrium, when more than one force are acting on a body, but the body is in rest, then it is static equilibrium. ठीक है? Dynamic. Which motion? Uniform motion. ठीक है? So under the influence of several forces, now body is moving with uniform velocity. Means it is not accelerating. And when it is not accelerating, is there any force acting on it? If the velocity of the body is uniform, is there any force, net force acting on it? No. So even though I'm saying there are several forces acting on it, but it is not accelerating.
How is it moving if
This is the thing. Good question. So let's say, now what's the motion of the duster, okay? Right now, this is accelerated motion, right? Watch it. Shh, पकिया. So remember,
वो बोला ये मोशन करेक्ट क्या हुआ
तेरे को कान खींच के मालूम
सुनो
है?
सुनो
पहला वाला मोशन क्या था? Accelerated. अब
uniform.
it is covering equal distance in equal interval of time. It is uniform motion. But when I leave it, meaning when the force, external force ceases, is it moving?
Retardation.
तो फिर ये क्या होगा? Net force zero है क्या? When it is moving at a constant velocity? Yes. Is it a frictionless surface or
No,
is it a friction?
friction.
So whatever force I am applying, it is balanced by the friction. So net force is zero. Okay? So this is the thing. Even though more than one force is acting, how many forces are acting? Tell me, how many forces acting on this duster?
So friction and the
Friction
Weight, reaction, four forces are. But there is no motion in vertical direction because those forces that is equal. That is equilibrium in the vertical direction. There is equilibrium in the horizontal direction also because acceleration zero. So net force is zero here also. Okay? And we are not considering the wind resistance and all because this is a controlled environment. Okay? So more on this in next lecture.
हर समय बात करेंगे तेरे से
क्या?
मैडम बात